Hi Aquarius. Happy New Year. Happy January. So the 2019 readings will be out soon. I just wanted to get these readings out for January. If you guys have an Instagram, follow me at O2Venus Creations. I always announce on there when I'm posting readings or new jewelry or anything cool like that. So yeah, I will not be talking during the shuffling, so feel free to fast forward. You won't be missing anything. Okay, Aquarius. First things first. Immediately the first message I got was you have to clear something out from your past. And that makes sense because there is a stellium happening in your 12th house in Capricorn. The 12th house is heavy energy. Capricorn is a heavy energy. So the second thing is the Six of Cups came up twice. Once in the upright. Well, the first time in reverse as a clarifier. The second time as one of the buoys of the reading. But it's an upright position. So usually this mini spread over here is the work sector. And normally that has to do with your job or career. But I think for you, the work that it's speaking of is clearing out all the gunk, the stuff that we've been avoiding or thinking around or not prioritizing, things that have made us feel like we were left out in the cold, past traumas. January is going to be that month and 2019 is going to be that year. But again, the sooner you do it, the sooner you can close out this karmic cycle. So the bottom of your deck, for one of your decks, was the Five of Swords, or is the Five of Swords. And I wasn't going to show it, but I accidentally knocked it over. And the next card that appears is the Eight of Coins. And under that is the King of Cups. And under that is the Ace of Swords. So I'm just going to do like a mini extended already, I guess. So clearing it out. It's gunky. It seems scarier than it actually is. But look at everything that comes after that. Hard work, emotional fulfillment, clarity. All good things. But it's always darkest before the dawn, yeah? So let's look at the minis. You have the Lovers as your general vibe of the month, clarified by the Five of Cups in the World in reverse. So again, avoiding closing out that cycle, because looking back in the past is hurtful, but you're going to have to do it. And I think you're making your way, because once you look past what's been spilled, you can then turn around and look at what's left. And then you can move forward because you're like, oh, the rest of the world is waiting for me. So I think that's just going to be the evolution. You're going to take a very rational route and understand that the universe is abundant, because this is the cycle that you have to do before you reach your newest level of self. And in love, I think a lot of you are really just going to work on this thing from the past, or maybe work towards working on this thing from the past. You have the Page of Coins in reverse here, clarified by these two. So don't avoid what happened in your childhood. I know it's scary, and for some of you it might be traumatizing, but the harder you work on this, the better you will be at coping with this in the future, because this will always be with you. It has been with you before you were born. This is a karmic thing. So don't think that it was just a thing that happened in your childhood that you can move past by forgetting about it as an adult. This is a karmic cycle that has been going on for lifetimes. The other bottom of the deck is the Moon in reverse. And the Page of Pentacles upright. Again, it's showing you what you can achieve if you go through this cleanse. This 12th house work is going to be deep. And it's going to be disorienting. But look, you go from reverse to upright. Isn't that great? You just have to do the work and not think about doing the work. That is the one thing about air signs. You guys are very intelligent and you can strategize, but implementing is a different thing, especially Geminis and Aquarians. Gemini because they're immutable, and Aquarians because you guys are fixed. You have a hard time accepting that sometimes, even if it's in your life, it feels like it's meant to be, but below... But below the surface, it makes you feel like this. So just because it's from the past, just because it feels like it's meant to be in your life, doesn't mean that it's meant to stay in your life. You know, intense karmic situations are meant to be in your life, technically. But that doesn't mean that they're meant to stay. Do you see what I mean? So it doesn't have to even be a person. I don't really see this as a person necessarily. I think it's a part of you that you have not confronted, or that you have been running away from, or kind of half-assing it when it comes to doing, you know, the work, the cleansing work. There's nothing that you guys can't achieve. I'm not seeing that you're not going to accomplish this. I'm just seeing the looping of thoughts, the irrational fears, the constant anxiety about certain things. I want you guys to look at everything that you've achieved up until this point in your life. All the things that you've been through, all the things that you have had to strategize your way out of. Your mind is a busy and exhausted place. Or at least it's going to feel this way this month. I will be talking more in depth about this in the 2019 reading, because this is going to be, it's not going to be this intense all year round, but this is definitely the kickstart of what is going to be the evolution that is you this year. Because after all these planets leave your 12th house, where is this going to be going? It's going to be going into your first house, which is your identity. And so in order to have a new identity, we need to strip away the old, and not the old identity, but the old patterns of thinking, the old fears, the old traumas, the old what ifs, the old anxieties and worries, and just having a map to yourself. is going to be the theme of this year. Not having, but constructing a map of yourself. And the only way for you to construct a map is if you dive deep and go in and explore yourself. Yeah? If this sounds scary, don't worry. I think you will have some friends or mentors or something along the way that will guide you. But in order for you to find them, there is some level of cleansing that you have to do on your own first. And we will talk about in the yearly. So, Aquarius, please take it easy this month. We will speak soon, so don't worry. This conversation is not over. I wish you guys a happy new year, and I'll see you in the 2019 reading. Bye.